Here's your man.
Yeah? I want to get some of your opinion too. Do you want to share anything with the world, like any thoughts on the rodeo? Like, I want to hear all sides of the story. You can share your
Okay, because actually I'm really glad that you do.
Yeah.
We really don't harm the animals at all.
Okay.
It would just be stupid to harm the animals, in my opinion. Like, they're not gonna buck. The horses won't listen to you. I've got a horse. I know that, like, if you're not patient and kind to the horse, she ain't gonna listen. So, like, you gotta treat that horse really good. And all the animals are like that.
6 horses that have died this year already, the Calgary Stampede, and then also the 18-year-old male who died in BC this week.
I heard about the guy who died. But I don't actually, I'm pretty disconnected from all that. Don't have TV or anything. So, what happened when he died? You guys know?
A horse stepped on him, like he was. Yeah.
Stuff happens. Like, he signed up for it.
This is considered entertainment though. Like, and people are actually paying to watch that. Like, it's not like it exists outside of a moral atmosphere. Like, to have someone actually watch someone die, like, does that not seem troubling to you? Whether or not that's his own.
I wouldn't want to watch people die, of course not.
Yeah.
I ride bulls. Like, yeah, it's dangerous, and I know that I can get hurt, and like, if I get hurt doing it, I deserve it.
That's great that you're a willing participant.
Yeah.
But the animals aren't willing participants.
I believe that they are. I've seen. You know what? Why don't you go watch the rodeo?
There's no possible way. There's no possible way that would be in an animal's best interest to have someone frighten it so that it can buck them off.
You don't.
Come on.
Dylan, you want to prod me with some electricity? It actually feels good after a while.
It actually does not hurt them.
Have you done it to yourself?
You know what it feels like to them? Okay. They weigh like 2,000 pounds.
Have they told you?
That's a heck of a lot more than I do. It feels a bit like this. That's what it feels like.
How do you know what it feels like in your
Have you been a bull before? In the past life, you've been a bull and not prodded.
No, but it's just logic. Their skin is 8 times thicker than ours.
I believe that that's what it feels like because that's what you're doing and that's the norm. But if you actually thought about it, it's electricity getting shot into your rear end. Like, it's not going to ever feel good, ever, to any species.
It's not going to hurt you if it's just a tiny bit, and it is just a tiny bit.
Why do you use it?
It's like startling them. It's like tickling someone.
So if it startles them, then clearly they're affected by it in some way.
Why don't you just tickle them instead then?
Yeah. Why don't you use a feather?
It is the exact
Maybe
equivalent.
even use a feather.
Okay, take a feather. Now so you're going to tickle me with a feather. That's okay. Right, now, make me 8 times as big. You're going to need a feather that's 8 times as effective.
Okay.
So that's what the cattle prod is. It's just 8 times a feather.
Is there any studies done on this?
The study's right in there. You can head in and watch. Yeah.
Do you do calf roping?
No.
No?
No.
What do you feel about calf roping?
I don't think it harms them.
It's an animal running full speed and having a rope wrapped around their neck, like
An animal with very thick skin.
Okay, but you said you don't think it hurts them, right?
Yeah.
But can you be 100% sure that it doesn't hurt them?
No. Can you be 100% sure that it does? I
But because
can't
you
be 100% sure of anything.
Right. So because you can't be 100% sure that it doesn't hurt them, then don't you think you should err on the side of caution and
So
not
I'm
do this?
I'm going to err on the side of caution and sit here and not do anything because I'm not 100% sure of anything. I'm not 100% sure.
No, but that's good. That's good. But
Maybe
you
you're
don't
selfish.
affect the life
That's
of
your
an
problem.
animal. That's
But
not a willing participant, right? Like, that's
you
fine.
are
Their own
doing
choices.
nothing. You are going to the rodeo and you're using animals.
We're just playing. It's just fun.
Couldn't you just make a
fun for
video
you.
game or something? Like,
It's
couldn't you
not
guys just
fun
all
for
crowd
them.
around a TV and play Xbox rodeo?
We can have fun however you want. We can have fun.
Yeah, but it's at the expense of another living thing. Like, imagine that one. Think about how you came to this earth. Imagine that 1/1000th of a chance that you were a bull and you weren't a human and you were at the other end of this getting rode on for the expense of for the sake of some guys just cheering it on it's like
Cheer off the road, please.
don't get me wrong, man. I'm from Dunnville, Ontario. You do shit for fun. I know what you're saying, but when it's at the expense of someone else, you know what I mean? Like, whether they're animal, whether they're a cop or you know what I mean? And that's all we're trying to say here, I think. It's just It's like, I guarantee you, 99.9% of the people in there don't think about it at all. You know what I
What did
mean?
he say?
It's not in their interest.
The guy that was about to pull out, you didn't have
So,
Like, we're just-
might not, but you know what, like, I've looked at it logically. I personally do not, like, I don't swat a mosquito when it lands on me, because I don't want to hurt it. You
Yeah,
swat
but
mosquitoes
that's-
when they land on you?
Yeah.
Like, if the bull doesn't want to buck, he won't buck. They do stand there. A bull, sometimes, it'll just not come out of the chute.
But then it's
And-
not fun for everyone, right? The whole entertainment is based upon having the bull buck and have it buck forcefully
If the bull
and have the
doesn't-
rider thrown off. Because if that didn't exist, the rodeo wouldn't exist.
So if that bull
it is
doesn't-
inherently cruel. You have to hurt these animals in order for the fun for everyone thinks is tradition
No,
to happen.
what we do is we choose the animals to buck that want to buck. Because a
They
bull
want to buck.
Yes, they want to buck.
Oh my god.
We can,
But they
cannot make that-
they aren't part of the game. Like, they don't think of, hey, yeah, rodeo's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the bulls are all crowded in the barn. They're all pumped up for the rodeo. No, they're bucking because they don't want you on their back because you're
They're not.
exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think a bull is terrified of me. The things like
Yes,
that.
man. Imagine you were of a different species, locked in an arena with a bunch of other species and higher up on the chain than you are, laughing at you, being like, yeah, like rocking. Oh man, like, you cannot tell me that they want to buck and that they want people to. They don't want to be locked in a fucking 4x6 cage, poked at, prodded at, tails twisted and shit till they're right pissed off. Like, it's like if someone started coming up to you and just started kicking you in the ass, knocked you over, jumped on your back, and then we're like, you want to buck, right? You want? No, it's like
We don't have the power to. Nothing. We do not use anything that will harm the animal or make it want to buck.
Okay, why did six horses just died in the Calgary Stampede this year? 6 horses
Okay.
in the span of like 4 days.
To be honest with
4
you,
days.
To be honest with you, I've been this past week. I've been out of touch with TV and everything. Don't even have them at my house.
It's not like an arguable fact.
Yeah, I know.
That's an
I mean,
actual
it's
6
like
horses
like
died
That's okay.
this week.
I'm not going to say anything about the dead horses because I know nothing about it. I know for 3 years I've been coming to rodeos, been around people who deal with animals, haven't seen one thing go wrong. Like, there's...
But then it's what you value as wrong though. Like, what do you
Yeah.
value as wrong? Subjecting another living being for a couple of guys or a bunch of people to have a good time. Like, is that wrong to you, or is it like what do you say is wrong? Like, you can debate that to no end, right? Like,
I think this is just a matter of perspective. Like, some people don't mind getting pinched, other people
no one
mind
likes
getting pinched.
getting hurt. No, it depends on who's pinching you.